Hi friends, today I'm going to read a story about the Yosha. I guess you know, but it's a very nice story. So let's get started. The Yosha, a Russian folk story told by Alexei Tolstoy. Once upon a time, there lived an old man and his wife who had no children and were very lonely. One day, the old man shaped a piece of wood. The old woman wrapped it up and rocked it like a baby, singing, "Close your pretty eyes, Tayusha. Sleep, my darling child. All the finches and the thrushes, all the hares and foxes wild, have gone bye-byes in the forest. Sleep, my darling child." Little by little, the piece of wood they called Tayusha began to change into a real child, and before long he grew into a big and clever boy. The old man made a boat for him, painting it white, and a pair of paddles which he painted it too. Tayusha got into the boat and said, "My little white boat, do as I wish, and take me to where there's plenty of fish." The little white boat obeyed and took Tayusha far out in the river. After that, he went fishing every day, and at midday his mother would bring him his lunch, and standing on the bank sing out, "Come and eat your lunch, Tayusha sonny. There's milk and curds and bread and honey." Tayusha, hearing his mother's voice from afar, would paddle to the bank and come ashore. His mother would take the fish he had caught, give him his lunch, change his shirt and belt, and let him go in the boat again. The witch saw and heard all this, and so one day she came to the bank and called in her ugly voice, "Come and eat your lunch, Tayusha sonny. There's milk and curds and bread and honey." Tayusha knew it was not his mother's voice. He urged the little white boat to take him far away from the bank as it could. The witch ran to the blacksmith and told him to refashion her throat so that her voice would sound as sweet as that Tayusha's mother. The blacksmith did his best, and then the witch came to the bank and called, "Come and eat your lunch, Tayusha sonny. There's milk and curds and bread and honey." Tayusha thought it was his mother calling for the voice exactly like hers, and pulled and paddled to the bank. The witch grabbed him, stuffed him into her bag, and carried him to her cottage in the forest. She told her daughter Alyonka to light the stove and roast Tayusha for dinner, while she was away doing more wickedness. Alyonka got the fire going, and when the oven was very hot, ordered Tayusha to lie flat on the shovel, but he sat on it instead of lying down, threw out his arms and legs, and try as she might try it threw out his arms and legs and try she might Alyonka as she might. Alyonka could not push him into the oven. "I told you to lie flat," she snapped him. "I don't know how." "You show me," Tayusha replied. "Lie down like the way cat sleeps and dog sleeps. That's how." "You show me anyway." Alyonka lay down on the shovel, and Tayusha quickly pushed her into the oven and clamped the oven door shut. He ran outside and climbing on the top of an old oak because he saw the witch returning home. The witch opened the oven and gobbled up Alyonka and picked the bones clean. When she had stuffed herself, she came outside and started rolling in the grass, chanting, "I take a roll, and I take a lol. With Tayusha's meat, I'm nice and full." Tayusha replied quietly from the top of the oak, "Why, with Alyonka's meat, you are full." The witch thought it was simply the oak leaves rustling in the wind and went on chanting, "I take a roll, I take a lol."